That sounded great. So now
Thank
it's
you.
just looking at a computer.
I'm literally staring at a blank screen, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm looking at waveforms.
We have attempted to get this set up and running multiple times, and due to my Bobo internet connection, thank you Verizon, #Verizon, #Fios, paying for gigabit internet connection, and I'm getting 40 download. 40. It's supposed to have 1,000, dude. It's supposed to have 1,000. I got 40, baby. Yes.
Yeah, man.
I'm super into
That's
it, man.
tough. That's
Yeah.
tough.
So now,
Tough.
now we can't even video chat. I'm just imagining you're around right here. You seem very far away from me, Tony.
Yes. Even though we're about 10 miles away.
Yeah, we're right
It's like
down the street,
10,
dude.
15 miles, something like that. It ain't too far.
So what'd you do today, man? What's going on? What happened? What happened with the Barrios crew today? Tell me about your day, man. Tell me what's going on in your life. Talk to me,
Oh,
baby.
jeez.
Talk to me, man.
All right, man. So today I did
ridiculous.
nothing. I did.
Really?
This is
Dude,
this is
congratulations,
hilarious.
dude.
This is hilarious because we've had this conversation now 3 times.
We've talked about this 3 times. Ladies and gentlemen, I was in such a great mood to do this podcast tonight. We got it all figured out yesterday. We got all this set up.
Exciting.
And tonight, it was very exciting times. And then tonight, it failed 3 times in a row. And we had done this conversation that you're hearing right now 3 freaking times.
No,
I'm glad you're laughing because that's putting me in a great mood, dude. It's a better mood, at least.
I had told you a while back. I think I told
my
you
goodness.
like I have like 3 or 4 stages of anger, and like the first one is just laughing. Like I'll find it funny at first, and it's like that's like the danger zone right there. Like,
you're flirting
the next
with it.
one
You're flirting with it.
the next one is flipping laptops and doing it live. Like it's not good.
Dude, I literally texted Tony.
But you're
after
not.
the
So
third
today
failure.
was.
I texted him that I was going to go scream into a pillow real quick, and I'd be right back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, jeez, dude. Tell me about your day, Tony. Tell me about your day.
Yeah, nah. Yo, so what have you been doing for like the video stuff? Like you said, so you did your walkthrough. You already sent that?
Yeah, no. So, been trying to stay busy, dude. The aquarium, it's a weird situation right now. I'm only able to come 3 days a week for the most part. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm only allowed to go certain areas. It's empty in there, which is kind of crazy, but good for a filmmaker side of things. Because I have all access. I don't have to worry about guests in the way, and I can kind of do my thing. But yeah. Been doing like a lot of educational stuff. We did a really cool full 18-minute one-take walkthrough on the gimbal, which was kind of cool. Made my arm feel like it was beaten with a tack hammer the next day. But just trying to stay busy, dude. Unfortunately, it's like there's only so much you can do. And then, with us, with Tsunami, there's nothing we can really do in terms of production, production for clients. It's just our stuff at this moment. And now, with the latest in the news and all that here in our state, we don't even get to hang out much anymore, dude.
Yeah, you saw. I mean, you shared it. Of course, you saw it. The whole thing about they're still asking people, please stay in, because they're not necessarily out there looking to freaking ticket people, and they're not out there trying to be mean and make it a police state or something like that. But it's obvious, man. Like the writing's on the wall. Like people don't get it. Like if you don't listen, it will get to the point where it's like, all right, if I catch you out, they'll do a curfew. Puerto Rico has a curfew. They'll do it here. It's like, all right, if I catch you out after 9 p.m. and you can't prove you're going to work, you're gonna get a ticket and you might go to jail. Because people just refusing to listen. So
yeah,
it's fine, man. It's a lot of good times, man. It's a lot of good opportunities to just hang out and dude, people. It's funny, man. It's the old idea of like, soon as they tell you can't, now you really want to, like crazy, because I'm sure many people were dying for, let me just get a week at home, like let me just stay away from work for a little bit, and now they get that and they're furious.
Well, they're not getting paid.
Yeah, no, but this is true.
Dude.
Nah,
this ain't no
it's true,
vacation,
it's
dude.
100%. No, but I've seen some people, like the ones I'm referring to are ones that's just like they're home, and some of them get to work from home and they're still complaining. It's like, what did you think was going to happen exactly? Like you're not going to have a paid vacation.
Yeah, well, I mean, the grass is always greener, right? you know.
I
So
guess, but
yeah.
you just gotta. Bernie Mac used to say you gotta take the crookeds with the straights. Like you just gotta accept everything as it comes and deal with what you can control. That's it.
Yeah, no, I'm getting a little stir crazy for sure, but dude, big deal, right? Big freaking deal. I've been able to spend a lot of time with my son. I'm very fortunate to be able to do a lot of my work, production, editing side, post-production side at home. I've been able to help facilitate my son's education for the next couple months until the school year is over, with the help of my awesome wife. She's been freaking killing it too. So we've been having a lot of family time. I've been able to play PlayStation and watch movies and get some exercise and just really good quality time, man. We've been very fortunate that we haven't been hit too hard financially yet. We're starting to feel those fires kind of start to burn a little, but I think we're going to be okay, man. So yeah, like you said, dude, it's just trying to find the good. It's just trying to find the good in the situation. I'm trying not to watch too much news because it's sad, man, to see what's going on in New York, to see what's going on in some of these super high population areas, man. It's crazy. So we're just trying to take it one day at a time and try to just enjoy the time together and stay healthy and stay safe, man.
Yeah, I think at this point for us, like for you and I, like we accepted that it's something very serious. So I don't feel super inclined to stay on top of the news anymore at this point. I just need to hear when it's going to be over. Or when it's some kind of control or some kind of vaccine or what's the next step. Because right now, no, I don't need to know. I don't necessarily. I'm not going to get surprised by higher death numbers and higher spread. That I already understand. I know that this is serious. So at this point, it's just like the next step of news that I want to hear is how do we move on? That's it. So
yeah. So just keep your head down and control what you can control, right?
Yeah, no, it's cool because a lot of places are still doing they're still open for business. They're finding ways for people to work still. Like a lot of the food places and stuff, you can still do drive-through and whatnot. So I did that. Remember I told you yesterday the whole Panda Express thing for $20.
Yeah,
it's
man.
Like comes out to like $22 or $23 after tax. Dude, it's a lot of food. Like you'll feed you guys deals, will eat dude. Twice. It's good. And dude, they got that teriyaki chicken you get. They fill that container like to the top. Like it's wild.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. That grilled Panda chicken teriyaki, baby.
Yeah, man.
She's always like, "You want the sauce on the side or drizzled?" I'm like, "You better just drizzle it on, dude. Just all over. Give me that teriyaki." Dude, I gotta get some
like
Panda. Man, you mentioned that yesterday. I was like, God, I gotta have it. I gotta have Panda Express.
Yeah.
Dude, there's this great video. I'll have to send it to you. I saw it on Facebook. It was some lady in Great Britain, and she's filming her kid, her daughter, and her daughter is just completely just teared up and just sobbing, right? And she's complaining about all the restaurants that are closed. So she's like, "Is Pizza Hut closed too?" And his mom's like, man. "Yeah, Pizza Hut's closed too, honey. I'm so sorry." And she goes, "What about the Chinese food?" And she's like, "Yeah, the Chinese food too, baby. I'm so sorry, but you're gonna have to eat Mama's cooking now." And the kid's just like, "Wah!" Dude, it's so freaking funny. I'm gonna have to send it to you.
Luckily, like over here, I don't know how many places are completely shut down over here. Maybe there's a lot, but in our area, and here's the thing too, it's not even fair really to talk about it because I haven't been out. But the few places that I've been to haven't really. I know one business here that was completely closed, that Chinese food spot down the street.
Yeah,
but,
number one.
A lot of them are seeming to work it out. Like Best Buy, they're doing like drive up service. It's like you send them a message and it's like I'm in the car and they'll come with gloves and everything. Because I returned that Elgato because it wasn't working out for me.
Yeah.
That was like last week or the week before, something like that. And it was cool. You do it through the app. You say, "I want to return this." And then it says, "Let us know when you're up front." And somebody came out with gloves, grabbed it, and that's it. We didn't do anything else. They just sent the email to say your return has been processed. That's it. So they're handling it. They're finding ways.
People using gloves, I think, in the wrong way. I don't think people understand that you can't just put on one pair of gloves all day and you're good to go. Every time you touch something,
what's funny about that?
Those gloves are contaminated now, and now you need to change those gloves, throw those away, and put some new ones on.
Yeah, it was.
People are funny, dude.
Did you ever work in like a food service job?
I was a cashier at Farm Fresh, and I did some stocking of produce in Farm Fresh. Basically as
Oh, okay.
close as I got to that, though. But
Well, you'll probably understand this without even having to work it. So when I worked at the restaurant, the idea a lot of times was if you don't have gloves, it's not that big of a deal. Because here's the thing, just like you said, your gloves, people just get this false sense of security, and they're like, a lot of times having a bare hand is better than a glove because with a bare hand you can feel if your hands are dirty. So you go and wash your hands even more. Like with a glove, you get this sense of like, oh, I can just touch everything because I got gloves on. And that's why you see like Gordon Ramsay and chefs and stuff, they don't wear gloves. They're just barehanded touching your food because they've scrubbed their hands. It's just this is fake sense of security that a piece of plastic is cleaner than your actual flesh when you can clean it more often and just be aware that, you feel a little dirt or whatever on your hands where you wouldn't with the glove on. So yeah, no, I get it. People put those gloves on and they're like just touching everything, touching cash, still scratching their face, putting their hands in their teeth, like.
here's the thing, man, and it's like this saying goes for a lot of things, but it's like I'm not really worried about me and my preparedness. I'm more worried about all the people in the community that don't give a shit about what they're doing. I mean, people just doing whatever, like acting like nothing's the matter. That's who I worry about. It's like I went into 7-Eleven today after I got gas. And I was like, I'm going to get a couple of cold drinks. And it's just like I forget what's going on. So I go in there and, they've got the tape marked out 6 feet. And I told you the story the other day. This wasn't today. I'm sorry. It was a couple days ago. My bad. 2 days ago. But I'm standing there in line and I'm giving myself a wide berth, to the lady in front of me. And this dude, middle-aged guy is like breathing on my neck. And I turned over and I'm like, he was like, will you move up? And I was like, no. And actually you could go ahead and, if you could, please back away. He's like, what? I'm like, the whole social distancing, man, you're a little too close. And he was like, man, whatever, man. You a sheep, man. So you just follow. You see, man, whatever, man. And I'm like, dude, how many of those people are out there? How many? So many, right? Yeah. That's what I worry about, dude. So I'm not going anywhere. If I ain't got to go anywhere, I'm not going anywhere, dude.
I mean,
I'm gonna go get food if we need it.
That's what we were told. That's
what I'm saying. Right? Follow the freaking rules, dude. These belligerent people, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
That's a silly hill to die on too. Like you want to make a point behind that. Like this is where we're gonna choose to show who's a man. Like,
yeah, dude. Yeah, it's
so forget all that. What are you looking forward to? Because I saw news that The Last of Us 2 was postponed indefinitely now.
I did see that. Last of Us 2, of course, is a big budget PlayStation 4 game that Tony's referencing. Yep. Indefinitely pushed back with no end in sight. I saw this coming. This is any kind of entertainment industry production right now. If it wasn't completed, it is you don't know how long these things are going to be delayed. What I'm excited for in terms of what, like entertainment, like movies and games and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I was really excited for Last of Us, but now it's just Final Fantasy's on the radar. Movies wise, I don't know. A lot of movies are being pushed back.
No, I mean in terms of games, I mean maybe Cyberpunk, but that had already been delayed. But yeah, I don't know, man. That's kind of like the last thing on my mind, to be honest.
Well, I think about that stuff. Like it's still life continues. So I'm still excited about what I'm excited about. So yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. In the entertainment industry, man, there's a lot of things just being pushed back. So just gotta accept it and deal with it. I don't know. 2020 is a funny year. It'll ripple through 2021 too. That's what's scary. Like how long is it gonna take to really get over it?
Yeah, I was talking to my mom about it today, and I was like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this was like next year, like wintertime next year. Maybe we're starting to kind of lack some things. Like I don't see it being done in a month. I don't. I mean?
I'm not. I hear what you're saying. I hope it's not that. I don't feel that way yet. I think for sure there's like 2-3 months of this left. For sure, at least 2 months, possibly 3. That's how I feel. But I feel like the effects of it, like the economic effects, those are gonna last a year, 2 years, dude. I was thinking today when I had lost my job. What is it now? Like 7-8 years ago when I had lost my job. It took us being behind 3 months on bills took us, I want to say, about 5 years to really clean that mess up of the debts we accumulated with just 3 months of not working.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So imagine an economy on a national scale shut down for 3, 4, 5 months. How many years that's going to take to just rebuild that mess?
Now we're going to be feeling the effects for a long time, dude. And you know, maybe I was a little. I mean, I don't know. Maybe not wintertime next year, but I don't think it's going to be May. All of a sudden, hey, the deadline comes. We're all going back to work. Here we go. Like, that's not happening, dude.
Yeah, that part's silly. Where it's just like we're gonna assign it a date. Like,
yeah, dude.
I mean, I get it, man. People like goals. They like measurable things where they have something to look forward to. But this is you have no control over this living organism that is doing whatever it wants right now. Unless somebody miraculously comes up with a cure, and then you can
that's
say,
the goal,
hey.
right?
Well, I think right now the
try
goal
to get the
is,
vaccine.
Yeah, a vaccine just to alleviate the symptoms and kind of manage it if you do get it. Kind of like just with the flu. You know,
there's no cure though, man, right? You know?
Yeah, we're not going to eradicate it. But did you know that like stuff like the Black Plague and you know, measles and stuff, they still have that like cultivated, like little labs and stuff still have that stuff. It's like, why are you keeping that? Like to weaponize it one day? Like what's the point?
Yeah, it's weird. Dude, there's so much crap we don't know about.
You don't know what you don't know. Remember, Donald Rumsfeld said there are known knowns, there are unknown unknowns, which is to say things we don't know, which is funny because he worded that funny, but at the same time, it's like, yo, he's dropping like gems on you. This is the truth.
No, he is. No, he is. It is very true. And it just goes over so many people's heads in the general public.
It's funny. I had heard Neil deGrasse Tyson said that he's most excited about like getting to the point where you know enough to ask the questions that you didn't know you were supposed to ask. I was like, that's crazy. Like that's wild. Like to get that level of knowledge.
His whole first podcast with Joe Rogan, that first time he went on a couple years ago, dude, if you got a good 2.5 hours to just sit in a dark room and watch that, man, it's nothing better, dude. That and the Elon Musk one, man, freaking unreal.
Oh, the Elon Musk where he's like smoking on the thing, on the show.
Well, everybody remembers that one 30-second part of it, but dude, it's like two, like almost 3 hours of him just like how he could just change the world and how his company is planning on changing the world. It's incredible, man.
I like that he had said. I don't remember if it was that podcast. I like that he had said. He had mentioned he was like he doesn't care who does electric cars. He's like he just knows that this is important.
Well, right. He's not in it to.
Tesla, but
right. He's trying to help the planet. He's trying to help humanity. And not just electric cars. He's trying to help with traffic. He's trying to help with pollution. He's trying to innovate. He's trying to, get a grasp on AI, you know what I mean? And try to harness it so it doesn't become Skynet from Terminator.
Yeah, I don't think it. I'm not sure that it'll ever become that. I mean, this stuff is it's still in control. It still does only what it's told to do. But
watch the podcast. It's like the beginning of a movie when he's talking about the Elon Musk one, dude. He's dead serious about it, dude. He's like it's already too late. And I'm like, dude, what?
He thinks like we're in the Matrix, like red pill talk.
No, you need to watch it if you haven't. It's pretty incredible. But anyway, dude, one day at a time here, people. One day at a time. Control what you can control.
Yeah, that's easy.
Just stay safe out here, man. Stay safe, dude. Look at us. We're practicing social distancing right now, man. We're doing our part, dude. We're at home.
Well, we're staying productive. Like that's the thing. Like people don't give up, man. Just keep producing. Do something with some value. Encourage each other. Stop it. Because I had mentioned it before. Like I think this is the moment that it's a crazy moment that I think hopefully it won't repeat itself in our lifetime for sure. But this is a moment where you can show what you're made of. I think you can find a way to still continue to create. You can still continue to pursue your passions, and don't let this break you. I think it's important, man, because hard times are gonna come. Maybe not on this level where it just kind of shuts a lot of things down, but hard times are gonna come, and you got to keep pushing, man. You can't just wait for the sunny days to do what you love.
You got to adapt, readapt, react. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know, in the Marine Corps, we used to have a saying. Well, we used to. It's still a saying.
The Marines have a saying.
Thank you. The Marine Corps has a saying: improvise, adapt, overcome.
I thought you were gonna say that Semper Gumby thing.
No, Semper Gumby. Shut it with that, dude. Semper Gumby. Always Gumby.
I mean, it makes sense.
Just be flexible, dude. Just roll with it.
Yeah, man.
We also have one called Hurry Up to Wait.
Oh, no, dude. Hurry up and wait. Everybody has that one, man. Yeah. Hurry up and wait. That's like, dude, office talk right there. That's like this meeting could have been handled via an email.
Now, what you got to do is make sure you're not late to the pre-meeting before the meeting.
Yo, remember when...
Yeah, I do. I know exactly what you're about to reference right now. We were in a boardroom with the Military Sealift Command. It was a pre-production meeting before we went out and filmed in San Diego for their safety training videos that we helped produce. And we had a nice 30-minute, 45-minute long meeting, and the meeting ended.
Formally
adjourned. Seemed like another meeting began. I think was it you? You were like, "Is this?"
We looked at each other, but I remember for sure you said it louder. Like you made it a point to get their attention because I said something like, "I was like, so is the meeting still going on?" And you stopped. Yeah. Like you did this hand thing that you usually do, where you like put your hands up and like wave at everyone. It's like, so are we having another meeting? Like, are we good to go? Like.
Yeah, seriously, because you and me, we had somewhere to go, and it was like, we gotta get out of here. And so you're in that you're trapped. You know what I'm talking about? You ever get in a conversation with someone and you get trapped? So I was like, we were kind of trapped, and we were like in the back of the room. We had to like snake our way through everybody. So we were like, kind of, excuse me, have a good one. We're done, right?
Yeah, no, that was what's funny? Worst, that was the first official meeting we had.
Yeah,
with them,
with
like the
whole
team.
Group. The whole
so
team
it felt
there,
like extra awkward because it's like, yo, like the first meeting you guys already want to cut out of here.
That was the meeting where there was the giant boardroom table, and we were on the back wall on two seats by ourselves. That was fantastic, wasn't it? No, that was a power move. That was a power move. And we were in the background, dude.
There wasn't even like the same amount of light on us. Like the light was only on the table, and we were kind of like in the shadows, dimly lit.
Yeah, dude. It was perfect. We just sat back.
I loved it because when people wanted to speak to us, they had to turn around completely. It's like
that was fantastic. Yeah, I love that. No, it was a big power move, dude. There was like 14 people at this giant oval thing, and then me and Tony adjacent to the table on the wall near the coffee machine, by the way. And yeah, that was fun. They're talking about making the movies that we were gonna make. They're all discussing it like at length, and we're saying nothing. We're just sitting there going,
It's quietly, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad.
I think they were like, Matt and Tony, do you guys have anything to say? And we were like, we're gonna make some great videos for you. We appreciate everybody's cooperation. Thank you.
That was pretty much the extent.
That was literally the extent of what we talked about. Yep. Oh man, good times, dude. And then we went out to San Diego and we crushed it, man.
San Diego was fun.
That was a good time. A lot of work, but a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's a story for another day, dude. We could talk about stories from the road of video production, man. I think that'd be fun. Yeah. But anyway, dude. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we're going to continue on for the foreseeable future. Who knows how long? It could be another month. It could be another 4 or 5 months. We don't know yet, but we appreciate you tuning in and sticking with us, man.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. All right. I'm Matt.
He's Matt. I'm Tony.
And this is the Tsunami Podcast. Let's do this. Let's do the fist. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Into the camera. Hold on.
Into the camera. All right, here we go.
All right, park above it.
2, 1, and go. Boom.
You're always great.
Have a good one, people.
Can't miss you anymore.